today is a very plushy dreadful kind of day. Last night I was chatting to my friend, and while I was chatting to my friend, American McGee messaged me. I think it's because I'd left a comment earlier in the day because they've got these new things called suck boxes or suck bags, and I really like the idea of them, but what I like the most is the little card you get with it. Like the artwork on it was really fun, and I was like, is it weird that I just really want the card? So I think he might have responded because I commented that. I thought I'd commented it on the Mysterious page or the Plushy Dreadfuls page, because normally that's the posts that get thrown up to me on my algorithm and in my notifications. But this time when I checked it afterwards, it was actually on his page, so it's probably why. And like, he recognised me as someone who makes videos on Plushy Dreadfuls. And he said that I should join their affiliation program, which is apparently a new thing that they've just started to do. So you probably see some more content creators soon, larger ones than myself, making content on Plushy Dreadfuls soon. I have signed up for it and I have been accepted, so I'll leave my affiliate link below. So now, when before, if you used my discount code, you would get some money off. I didn't get any kickbacks back then. It was just you would just get money off. But if I bought a product, I could also get a free product once a month. But now I'm an affiliate, I can get some free products each month. And if you use my affiliate link, I do get 10% commission on the sales that come from that link. So if you want to support me, you can always go ahead and make your purchases using my links below. So that's very exciting for me and for Plushy Dreadfuls in general. There will be larger content creators who will be able to make videos and spread the word out there, because I felt Plushy Dreadfuls have been very useful to my healing journey. I see them as a healing tool, and I think it's one of those things that are beneficial for some people. Some people don't like the idea of it, that's fine, they don't have to buy it. But those of us who do appreciate them, the more of them that are out there, the more people can be helped, the better, in my opinion. And on that note, today, I got a parcel! I got a parcel from Plushy Dreadfuls. This week has been a very serendipitous week. It seems like a lot of things just have been fall into place at the right time and are linked. Sorry, it is really hot here today. I was looking a bit shiny. But I'm just out here making videos, and they decided to help me at one point last year, at the end of last year, and that was like, you know, a massive like recognition, you know, because I am a small channel, so you don't really think that you get noticed by the companies that you like to promote, because I really do believe in Plushy Dreadfuls and I really like them. So I'm gonna get into this order. This is not a freebie gift. This is what I paid for myself. I recently got diagnosed with Pmdd. It was about 3 months ago now, I wanna say. For the past 2 years, I would post things on my TikTok and stuff, and then occasionally I'd have people comment to me saying that they're noticing patterns. Like, I'm known as an oversharer, you know what I mean? So people had noticed patterns of when I would have particular down times, and then not long after saying that I was on my... Okay. Oh, I just seen something in here. Oh my god, there is a freebie in here, so I didn't buy this. That I was on my period, and then some people who obviously been watching me for a little while have been like, you know, I'm noticing something. I have this thing called Pmdd, and it seems like you are following quite a similar pattern. And so I looked into it and I was like, actually that does kind of sound like me. So then I started tracking my periods and my moods and stuff on my menstrual app, and it did seem to pan out. So I spoke to the doctors and they referred me, and only this year, like about 4 months ago, did they give me an appointment, and then I went and they're like, yeah, it sounds like you got Pmdd, and they do want to medicate me for it, which I've been having a really hard time. Like, it's not really going to affect anything, but I do have an issue with aging. Like, I don't like time in general. I think I spoke about this before. I have a fear of time and the passage of time. So aging is something that kind of is sensitive to me, and part of my treatment for Pmdd is going to be putting me into an induced medical menopause. I think just that word triggers me in a way. And they said, like, don't worry, it's not like you can't reverse it or anything. If you wanted to try and get pregnant, you totally could, because we're going to be giving you HRT with it. But that's just what it is, that you're basically going to be in a menopause, but you won't have all the symptoms of menopause. You just won't be having a period. But I think I've been having a hard time just reconciling the word with my treatment, if you know what I don't know if that makes sense, or if I'm just crazy. I shouldn't say I'm crazy, but you know, like, irrational. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I've been struggling with it. And then not long after, they announced and dropped the PMDD bunny. And I was like, again, serendipity. So I did pick it up, but it took me a little while to be able to pick it up because I was like skint. But I did pick it up eventually, and it has come today. And it's so funny because I mentioned last night to American that I was waiting for this, and then it turned up today. Okay, so let's get into the parcel because I have rambled for 7 minutes now. I'm so sorry. But also, I do have a new discount code, one that's not limited to 100 uses. The new one is just Assy Chick. Okay. I have indeed got a pen. It's another duplicate. I do have another duplicate. I might at some point do a giveaway of my duplicate pens. But this one is the Autism Bun Rabbit. Now I'm getting quite a few of these now. I have like a little pot over here. It's like a makeup brush pot, and it is like full of Plushy Dreadfuls pens. I love it. Like, I love looking at it with all the pens sticking out. But realistically, I don't need to have that many pens. I just want to have one of each, maybe like a couple of one that I just particularly like a lot and want to use, and then have one that I can keep nice. But I don't need to have that many, so I might at some point do a giveaway where I give away some of the pens. I don't know if I'll do it in like one big prize where someone gets all the pens. Maybe I could wait till I got the full set. So I think I have the full set now. So if I wait till I've got a full set of duplicates and go, oh, I'm going to give away the full set of pens, something like that. I don't know. But I did not order this. I did not order this, and you do not know how happy I am about this because you have seen my plushie collection, okay? You see it all the time. Some of you might have seen my Tamagotchi collection, which is also massive, by the way. I have a lot of collections. One of the things I've collected since I was a child are playing cards. I have a lot of playing cards, whether they be the regular 52 card decks, whether it be Hanafuda cards, whether it be TCG. I love playing cards, and I have a butt ton of them. I love cards, and I got tarot cards too. I just like cards. I love shuffling cards. I think it's a bit of a stim, honestly. I really like the feeling of shuffling cards. I just like them. So I'm so happy to have the brand new deck of Plushy Dreadfuls playing cards. I saw these about a week or so ago, and I was like, oh my god, I would love these. Oh my god, you know. There's so many playing cards. I am so happy. Thank you, Plushy Dreadfuls. This is like, you do not know how much I appreciate this because it is actually one of my collections. I have a lot of collections. I have a collection of roller skates. I have a My Little Pony collection. I have a Nintendo collection, which is my largest collection. My Nintendo one is immense. It is my oldest collection ever. My very first Nintendo item that I had was a deck of cards, like item that wasn't a game or a console. First, like, merch, as it were, was a deck of Nintendo Topps Trumps cards, which I still have downstairs. It is really freaking old. I have a lot of collection. It's the tism. I'm gonna blame the tism. Okay, oh my gosh. Okay, let me look at the stock. It seems like normal stock of a regular 52 card deck. Oh, there's a few jokers in here. 4. Because I got used to checking stocks of cards when I started getting tarot cards, because there's quite a big difference between the quality of cards. These seem very standard for a playing card deck, for just like regular cards. So we have some of the Alice in Wonderland characters here. Is this the White Rabbit and the Cheshire Cat? Then we have Puck Dread, and then we have Scruffy Bumps. And these are the backs of the cards right here. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to name all these bunnies. I'm sure I will not be able to name them all, as it is the Ace of Lightning. I think it's hearts, maybe. Let me see, because they've got like lightnings through them, but it looks kind of like a heart on... Oh no, hearts are there. Okay, these must be spades. I guess these are spades. Ace of Spades. I recognize the bunny. I don't know what it's called. I don't have that bunny. Who is you? I don't know who this one is either, but it's really cute. In fact, I won't go through everything because it's going to take a long time. I think, is that Depression Bunny? Oh, dropping them now. These are such pretty cards. Ooh, I'm going to harass my kids later to play a game of cards with me. I might play the regular game of trumps with them, not top trumps, like the playing card game trumps. Oh, look at that PTSD bunny one, that's really cool. And then we're on to hearts. So this doesn't have anything going through. It has a little plus and like equals symbol here, but this one has a lightning for it. So I think these must be spades, and these are hearts. Does it say? It doesn't say on the box. It doesn't clarify the suits, but I guess we'll figure that out as we see them all. Oh, Straw Bunny. Is that the Pride Bunny? Oh, ACD, V1, Pmdd, autism. Is that the pansexual bunny? Anxiety, love, and clubs. So yeah, that first one was definitely spades. So this is clubs. The octopus pen. I still need one of these. I want the, I think it's the overstim. I always have to look at them when I'm thinking about buying one, and I still haven't done it. I want the one that helps you calm down when you're overstimulated, because I do get understimulated, but overstimulation is definitely more of a problem for me. Why is my phone ringing right now? Oh my god, sorry, I had to answer that call. Okay, and I straight back into Mushroom Bun. I love Mush Bunny. Where's my Mush Bunny? She's up there. Cancer Bun! Cancer Bun made it in. She's 4 of clubs. Oh, Cancer Bun. That's me. I'm Cancer Bunny. Is this the I can't pronounce it. I'm sorry. The one where you pick your skin? I have a friend who has that. Oh, there's Depression Bunny. And it's a Shy Bunny. Ooh, the Teal Anxiety Bunny got a little show up in here. Oh, I like this one. I forget what it is. Is it the round Num Bunny? There's like several Num Bunnies, isn't there? 2 of them. That's the Maladaptive Daydreaming. I love that bunny. I love its design and stuff, but I find its texture a bit odd for me. There's not many bunnies that have that texture, fortunately for me, but I love the bunny. I love looking at it. It's right up there, so it's like where I can see it all the time. This is Fibromyalgia, I think. Oh, and there's the Purple Anxiety. And is that the Goth Girl one? So these are a lovely deck, and I'm so happy to have these in my card collection. I have so many cards, guys, you don't understand. Not as many playing cards as I do plushies or Nintendo things, but it is one of my oldest collections, and I do have a lot of them. The thing is, in my card collections, they don't tend to all be together. They are in different places because I have Nintendo ones, and they kind of stay within the Nintendo collection for the most part, apart from the ones that I use frequently. Then they're kind of in different places as well, like different rooms and things, depending on where I'm at. So I have actually a few different decks of Nintendo cards. I have like these ones called like Happy Noodle, just anything that's really cute. I love playing cards. So okay, and then I should have 2 items in here that I purchased myself. I did not buy the cards, that was a freebie. So I think I'm gonna unbox this first. This was on sale, and I really wanted this last year, and I regretted not getting it. This is the little bags that I think they released as trick or treat bags when they first came out. You know what? I'm really glad it's not hard. From the pictures, they look like they're solid, like really round, and I thought they're going to be really hard to store. It's part of what made me not get one, because I thought if they're absolutely solid, they'd be kind of hard to store. I might have to like just fill them up with plushies themselves, but this is actually can be flattened down really easily, so this can be put away when I need it to be put away. But last year I went trick-or-treating for the very first time in my life, and my girls like said that I should do it. They begged me to do it with them, and I was like, no, I'm grown up now. My time for trick-or-treating has passed. I shouldn't really do it. But in the end, they wore me down, and I went out with them, and I had such a great time. So I always wanted to go trick-or-treating, but I wasn't allowed to. So I had such a great time trick-or-treating, and I was really surprised by the homeowners who we knocked on the doors. They were really cool about me trick-or-treating. They did not mind at all that I was a grown-up trick-or-treating, and a lot of them just thought it was really, really sweet that I was doing it with my kids. And some people, like, I had explained it was my first time trick-or-treating. And my girls would like encourage me to like be like, say trick-or-treat louder, mummy, and stuff like that. It was kind of cute. And so this year they want me to do it again, and this year I want to get myself a proper trick-or-treating bag. So this is my trick-or-treating bag. I'm so happy with it. It is the Wraith bunny. There's a Were bunny, and I think the other one is a pumpkin head, I think. But I remember I always liked the Wraith one. It's got these like really cool little bits on its ears. It feels really nice and soft. I mean, isn't necessarily the perfect kind of trick-or-treating bag for me. I would have got ones for my girls as well. This was actually on sale. I think it was like 16 or 19 pounds now. It was reduced, but I would get my girls one. But they all seem to want a new trick-or-treating bag every year, like different ones, so I tend to get them different ones at Asda when we go down there towards Halloween time. Whereas me and my sentimental self, I like to have things that I can keep for ever, preferably. So this is my first real trick-or-treating bag, and because last year I used one of their old ones from the year before, like a little felt bag, and they got new like tubs last year, and so this year they're gonna want a new one again. So this is my very first bought for me for the intentions of trick-or-treating with bag, and I will keep it forever, and I probably won't get another one. This will be my trick-or-treating bag. It is going to end up being tradition that this is my trick-or-treating bag, and I love it. I love the shiny eyes, and it doesn't feel weird either. I was kind of worried that it might be like kind of crinkly feeling, but it's not. It's actually soft. It doesn't feel weird at all. And then on the inside you have that. It's not like a massive bag. I am surprised it's a little bit smaller than I thought it would be, which again isn't a big problem when it comes to storing, and also, you know, it might just get filled up. I did get a lot of sweets. I did get a lot of sweets last year, but I think it would have filled this up and maybe only just come to the top. So I don't think it's going to be inadequate for the job that will be occurring this October. I'm so excited now to go trick-or-treating, and I love this like tealy blue color as well. I'm in love with this little bag. Oh my god. I'm trying to straighten out this bottom bit though, so that's, I guess, where structure would have been nice, because this is going to bug my brain that it's got a little dent in there. So structure would have been nice in that part. I could stuff it with plushies. That will help shape it out, but the con to it being really structured is that then it would be hard to store long term. So overall I think it's better that it's soft, but it just means I've got to do a little bit of work to get it round for when I want to have it out on display or use it. There we go. Oh, look at that. That's much better. It's got a little bit of a dent still down here. If I push, I've just put a warmie in here, so it's full of beans and heavy, so this should definitely help. Oh, look at that. That looks so good. Oh, imagine it filled with sweets or candy, because I know most of you guys are American, so I should say candy, but we say sweets here. Although sometimes we do say candy in return, like in regards to Halloween, because obviously Halloween's such a big deal in America, and we see it as quite an American influence, even though Halloween's actually a British holiday originally. It's Samhain, which I think is Irish. So yeah, Halloween is actually not American at all. It's just not as massive over here. We do celebrate it, you know, and there's decorations and that. Some people go really all out, other people not so much. But America, it's a big deal. I'd kind of like to experience Halloween in America one time. That would be nice, because Halloween was a holiday that I always wanted to experience as a kid, and I really just wasn't allowed to. It was my favorite holiday that I got to kind of see from the sidelines, and I had to pretend that I wasn't noticing it going on, but I really liked the idea of Halloween. So there is my rave bag. I have talked way too long. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. This is an exciting delivery for me. I've got my first Halloween bag. I got a deck of cards for free, like, and then I have my newest member of my mental health family of bunnies. I have the Pmdd bunny. I am looking forward to seeing the descriptor card on here, because I haven't actually read anything on this bunny. I just had recently just been diagnosed with this very disorder, and so I was like, I'll get it and hopefully make me feel better about it. So here is the bag. It's a really nice bag. I like the bag. I like the skirt more on the picture than on the bun. I'm really funny with clothes on my plushies. I am quite particular about it. So the clothes on this might end up coming off, unless the meaning of if there's a meaning to the clothes that matter to me, then I'll be like, you know what, I've made my peace with it, because the meaning is so good. But I feel like it's just wearing a skirt. I don't know, but we will see. We will see. She's really soft. That's the first thing I noticed. Her ears are on the shorter side. I do prefer the bunnies that have the longer ears that come like below their feet. They're my favorite. The longer the better for me, but her ears are really soft, and she's got this lovely embroidery on there. The other side is different. Again, we've got this teal vibe going on, right? The teal in the ears is pretty much the same. Oh my god, guys, there's also new bunnies that I've got to get. I need to get the new purple autism bunny, purple and teal anxiety bunny, and the lucid dreaming bunny. So just so you know, keep an eye out for those videos coming. And here is her little face. So she has this dark side with the red cracking symbols on there, and then we have this blue side that looks like she has tears. This one looks like more angry, and this one looks sad. Yeah, so you got the line at the front of the eye on this one and the line at the back of the eye on this one, so it's more of a worried face, and this is more of an angry face. Mood swings, that's what it's giving me. And I thought for a second her legs might be the wrong, like one longer than the other. I think this one may be a slightly bit longer than this one, but it's not really that noticeable, so because I'm really inspecting her. But let's see. I don't know, I think this bit here is just more stuffed, or it's wonky. They do seem to be the same size. And then here is her from the back, and the inside of her ears are also different. So we have this navy blue with teal dots that seem to have teardrops coming off of them, and then on this side we have a green with just regular polka dots in there. There's a little mouth just attached to her nose here as well. Okay, let's read. I'm honest, I don't like the skirt very much. I don't think the skirt looks very nice, and I don't like the feel of it. It's a netty feel, so I'm not really into that feel. So that might come off. Like I said, I'll read the card. Also, the stitching on here is not the best, I must say. The stitching on the skirt here, it's not, I don't know, it just seems messy. But considering I'm not planning on keeping the skirt on it, it's not really a problem for me. I'll keep the skirt safe somewhere, safe and nice, because it's part of her. But this stitching isn't going to bother me, so it won't be on her. But if I wanted to keep it on her, I'd be not best happy about that. I don't know, is it meant to be like that? Because at the front it's kind of low down. It seems kind of inconsistent. Oh, okay. No, it is. That stitch is lower across the whole of the bunny. If I stretch it out, it is lower. I don't know. It's probably just my taste, maybe. But I don't really like seeing that stitch. I think that stitch should be in line with the band, in my opinion. Like, that's how I feel about it. I would prefer it to be in line, but it's going to be to some people's taste, and some people love to dress up their plushies and have like little skirts on them. I'm not so much that person. It depends on the outfit. I like things like dungarees, like the one I got for my little she's on my bag, but my little mini CPTSD bunny. I love things like dungarees and baby grows, or like onesies, things like that make them kind of look cuter. I'm not really into outfits that are like normal adult-y outfits. I like them to look like babies. Skirts are not usually the kind of clothes I would put them in. It is rare. If you actually watch my Build-A-Bear videos, you'll notice that I often moan about the dresses that I have to get for the Sanrio characters that I get. It's always a dress that I moan about. Always a dress. I can make my peace with some shorts and a shirt, but really my favourite items are always pajamas and onesies. Always. Always, always, always. I'm not really keen on dresses on my plushies. Or skirts, especially not skirts. I always think they just sit weird. They just sit weird, you know? But I'm rambling a lot. Here is the picture on the card, and I'm going to read the card. So the card says, coagulation alchemy symbol for blood. Okay, so that is this symbol. Oh, girl, that is this symbol right here. And then we have, oh, so there is meaning for the tutu. So maybe it will change my mind if the meaning is something that I really relate to. I just don't like how it looks. I don't like how the tutu looks. I'll keep the tutu safe no matter what. It just might not be on there, because I don't really like how it feels, because it's net. But I mean, I used to wear a tutu myself. But then again, I wasn't really touching it that much. I was dancing. But and actually mine was a gothic tutu. I had a green and black one, and I had a red and black one. Anyway, so colour split for having up to half a month consumed with pain and PMD colour colour split for having up to half a month consumed with colour split for having up to half a month consumed with pain and PMDD colours. And PMDD colours. I think my brain is farting. That probably makes sense to other people, but I'm having a hard time making sense to that. I get the half and half, you know, but PMDD colours, because it says and PMDD colours. I thought maybe in PMDD colours. Are there colours for PMDD? I don't know. Like I say, it's a new diagnosis that I got, and I as far as the research I've done on it, it was to figure out if I might have it once it was brought to my attention, you know, feed. I can't say a lot of the words associated with PMDD on YouTube. They censor you for that, and I don't like that, because like you should be able to talk about things like that, you know. They shouldn't assume that just saying the word is you promoting it, because I by no means am. But on the lead up, for me it's about 5 days before my period, I have bad thoughts about not want to be here, you know. And then my period hits and it kind of like starts to get alleviated. And as the period ends, I feel much more back to normal. What's been great about that is before it was brought to my attention, if I was having a depressive stage anyway, then this lead up before my period, it would be like extra bad, like really, really bad. And obviously then like month to month, I would have these feelings every now and then. It's like, you know what, I just feel like one day it's inevitable, you know. But now that I know, and I can track my periods, I've been tracking my periods for a long time, but now I can track them for another reason, you know, to make sure where I am in my cycle and what I might be experiencing at that time. Now, when I know I have those feelings and I check my cycle and I can see that, oh, this is in the little window of time, I can just tell myself, this is going to pass, this is just my PMDD, which is really nice, because in the past I couldn't do that. I just think, oh, there's something wrong with me, because I feel like this way at least once a month, you know, especially like I say, if I'm in a depressive episode, because that can last for a long time period, so but like it can last for a long time anyway. So having that knowledge that that is what this is, that is comforting, because I can talk myself round. The feeling doesn't go away. Those 5 days, that feeling doesn't go away, but my brain at least knows that this is just your hormones fucking with you, you know, like just ride it out, you're going to be fine when your period comes. Ever since then as well, it's made me appreciate actually getting my period. It's like, oh, thank God you're here. Things are going to start getting better from here. I'm going to be in a bit of pain, maybe be a bit moody, but ultimately I'm going to start feeling better mentally once the period hits. So yeah, I don't know what triggered me to say all that, but I guess it's relevant to the video, that's how PMDD affects me. Oh, I was saying about research, I realized that, yeah, like the symptoms, like I matched up, that was it. So yeah, I don't know if it's PMDD colors. I got back there. I reined my ADHD in. Yeah, so I don't know if there's colors for PMDD. If any of you guys have PMDD and you've had it for a long time, or you know a lot more about it than I do, please feel free to let me know anything else that you think I should know in the comments for me. Because I haven't actually heard from my doctor since that appointment where he diagnosed me and said what treatment plan he wants to put me on. It's the NHS, I gotta wait. Okay, now next, the tutu. Okay, let's read what the tutu says. For societal expectations, well-being in a world of pain. You know what, I don't feel overly connected to that, and I'll tell you for why. It's because I feel that way anyway. I've always been an odd bod, always been a little weirdo, and I made my peace with that a long time ago too. Just embraced the fact that I was just weird, you know, and I stopped trying to fit in. I stopped trying to fit in high school. What's the point? Like, I went to college and I took a dance course. So there's all these like preppy girls there, and there's me, a full-on goth wearing spikes and wearing Lynx deodorant. I was weird. I was the girl in the dance class who had black tutus, black and red and black and green, and the others had pink. I stopped trying to fit in. It wasn't that I wanted to be different. I just was different, and I wasn't prepared to keep trying to appear normal, you know. And another part of what made that easier is because I grew up in a town that was really, really racist. So no matter how much I tried to fit in school, I just didn't, because I was brown, and that was something I just could not change. And after a while, I just thought, well, what's the point? What is the point of trying to fit in with all these other things if the fundamental thing that people are going to judge me for is that I'm brown? That's how it was in that town. It was a really small, inbred, backwards town. So I gave up. And like, people knew I loved Pokemon. Like, after Pokemon was out when I was like 12, and I carried on liking it. I never stopped. And I've always been very open about liking Pokemon, but after a certain point it became uncool to say that you liked Pokemon still. I never got that memo, and I carried on liking Pokemon. And then I've got every single game all the way up, like all the core games. I don't tend to go for the spin-offs as much, and I've collected toys and games and things all throughout since it started, since Pokemon, I've never deviated from Pokemon. I've always been such a massive fan of Pokemon. And then Pokemon Go came out in like, what, 2016? And it became cool to like Pokemon again. So I'm no longer weird for that. But there was a long period of time where people would really look at me weird for liking Pokemon. Like I was like some absolute loser because I liked kids stuff. But I've always liked kids stuff and I wasn't going to hide that. So my PMDD doesn't make me feel any kind of way about social expectations of me, because I feel like there have always been social expectations of me, because there is of everyone, and I have been rejecting them for a long time anyway. So as much as I appreciate that might be different for other people, I don't feel that she needs to have the 2T for me. So I am going, oh, I don't want to put it in the bag, I want to use the bag. Oh, I know, I've got another little Plushy Dreadfuls bag I can put that in. Because I still haven't figured out, oh, excuse me. I still haven't figured out how to use the little balloons I got in my care package. So they are still in that little bag that I got from the care package, along with packs of stickers that are in there. Not everyone claimed their winnings for those stickers, so I definitely am going to do another giveaway at some point, you know. But yeah, I'm going to put this in there so it's somewhere safe. I could even put it in emotional baggage bag, maybe, if it will fit. It probably will. So yeah, I'm not overly attached to the symbolism for the tutu, so I am fine to be done with that and just have her look like the others. So most of them aren't wearing clothes. I like the little t-shirts and like the jumpers that come on like Trust Issues Bunny. It looks cute. She's not trying to look like, you know, I think it looks cute. That is what I like on my plushies. Things like that, or onesies, like I say. I'm not really into skirts. Skirts are like the worst thing for me to have on a plushie. Okay, sorry, I'm going off again about my my gripes with plushies and clays. Cracking sadness on either side for feeling out of control. Yeah, so that is the cracking and all of this, and then the sadness on either side, and that's because you're feeling out of control. So yeah, I mean, I'm not opposed to her having clothes. It just needs to be the right clothes, because there even are some dresses that I like. It just depends what it is. I think with dresses, the longer and the flowier it is, and like the nice feel. I think a lot of dresses and skirts for plushies, like especially like Build-A-Bear ones, and that they're kind of like rustly, kind of that kind of material that I'm not a big fan of. So yeah, I wouldn't say this is necessarily a bad skirt, but if you're like me and are a bit funny about the texture of it's not really for me. I don't know, this could work for something else though, you know, like a collar, but the fact that of this material is going to bother me, so I won't want to hug her. But then again, I might not hug her for very long, because I really love hugging my love bunny, and I sleep with a few. That actually looks better around her neck, doesn't it? She looks like a little clown. I like clowns though. I know people are like weird, but I do like clown plushies. I have a really old clown plushie actually since I was a very little girl. I like that. I'm not gonna lie, I might just not hug her, you know, and then when I am having my symptoms of PMDD and want a little bit of support from someone who understands me, I might get her out and then just take the skirt off of her, or now a collar off of her, while I'm hugging her, just so I don't get irritated by the texture, and then put it back on her when she's on display, because I actually think that looks really cute. Tell me what you think. Do you prefer this as a collar or a skirt? Because I think it looks cool as a collar. And because it's not stretched out now, because it's not around her waist, you can't see that mismatching threads. Done deal for me. Done deal. Yeah, you can't see it. You know how before when it was down low and you could see these threads that was kind of irritating my brain, that these were low down and I could see them? You can't see them because it's not stretching it out. Okay, I like this. So that's what I got in this delivery. I'm so sorry. I have talked a lot. It's gonna be a really hard video for me to edit. It's gonna be a really long time to get this one out. Like, someone asked me yesterday, like, how long does it take you to edit your videos? I said, well, the video that comes out about 15-20 minutes long normally takes me about 6 to 8 hours to actually get that done. I don't know if I'm a slow editor or if that's just regular for most people, but it takes me a really long time to get videos out. So in this delivery, I got the Wraith Bunny, like, trick-or-treating bag, or just a bag. I think it's just called a bag, but it was released around Halloween. I think it was advertised as trick-or-treating bag. I have the PMDD bunny, which I have repurposed her outfit to look way cooler in my opinion. Sorry, Plushy Dreadfuls. But I feel like I've improved on the design. And the bag that comes with that. And then an absolute surprise, again, thank you Plushy Dreadfuls for sending me my 56 playing cards. deck from these. I'm going to be playing with this as soon as I get a second. When my girls come home from their dads, I'm going to see if they'll have a little game of cards with me. Then I've got to get to work. So I've got a lot of Labubus to list and videos to edit. So I'm going to say thank you so much for any of your likes, comments and subscribes. I hope to see you here again soon. I'm going to love you and leave you, and I'm going to see you again in the next one. Bye. I actually participated in trick-or-treating this year, and this is my basket. Like, it's completely full. I got so much, and everyone was so nice too. Is it my other pumpkin buddy? It is. What, you're giving me more sweets? Oh my god, look at all my sweets. There's so many. I've got Freddo in there. I've got so much sweets. So much sweets. So I don't think we're going to get any knockers this year because we come back so late. But oh my god, we hit these side streets where like no one would normally go up there, and there was a fair few houses doing trick-or-treat, and they were like, take as many as you want kind of thing, but we still only take like one each and stuff. But some of them would give us like sweets or just say, take some more because we don't have anyone come round. It was very much like us, and they had like these bowls and bowls full, and they'd gone like out of their way to decorate their houses really good, but no one was going to knock on them because they're like out of the way. And it's just like, damn, we did good because there's all those houses that no one was even hitting. Like, we got so much. Oh my god, we all got a lot, and the girls had like cauldrons, like big cauldrons full as well. Like, we did so good. Okay, I've organized all my candies, and I don't know if it's my autism or not, but I don't want to eat any. I want to eat them, but I kind of don't. This is like a whole collection. This is a collection of my first ever Halloween haul. No, I just don't want to break it all up. This is my collection that I got this year. The girls said they loved it that I was going trick-or-treating with them and like actually asking for sweets too, so they want me to do it next year as well.